I'll save money when. Name your favorite excuse. We all got them. They all suck. And the reality is, Robert Kiyosaki had the best advice on this. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first, and you'll find a way to get your other things paid. I think a lot of small business people struggle with this. You pay payroll, you pay your overhead, you pay your variable costs, you pay the repair on a machine or something like that. You pay for some print marketing material, you pay for this, pay for that, and then you look at what's left. And I think that that's the wrong approach. I know that's the wrong approach at this point in my life. You've got to start at the top line. Revenue comes in, I get paid first, it leaves my account. For me personally, it must leave the account. It must go to a different account at a different bank. I don't keep it at the same bank anymore because the monkey ape part of my brain is like, ooh, I have a cash flow problem. I'll just transfer money from one account to the next account. Psych, not when it's at a different bank. I mean, technically you could write a check, go get cash out and play that game round, but then you got more steps. You know when you write that check, you're doing the wrong thing. So I'm a big fan of separating my accounts. I got my business account, I got my private accounts, I've got household accounts. I do things like our food fund. I do that in cash just because it's easy to envelope cash it. Just stack that envelope of cash at the beginning of the month. We use that envelope for food. We go out, we use it for food or drinks or whatever it is. You know, typically it's about the same every month, but that's more personal budgeting. The key to getting ahead in life is you have to save capital. And then you have to put that capital to work. And that's a whole different equation. But the first step is saving money. A lot of kids get this right. They're saving money, they're saving up for a bike. I saved up for a GoPed when I was 14. Then I got a second GoPed, then I started flipping GoPeds. I got into go-karts, then I got into flipping dirt bikes. You know, then I got into a truck and my own business and that whole thing. But paying yourself first, number one move. Then what do you do with the money? Do you keep it in cash? Physical cash? I'm a big fan of not having things in U.S. banks at the moment. I don't trust the U.S. banking system at all. But do you keep it in cash? Do you buy some silver? Do you buy some gold? Why would you do that? Do you buy some crypto? I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to then use those assets to go buy something. Use that money, really, to go buy a real asset. Go buy a rental property or a warehouse that pays cash flow or some machine that, you know, will pay you some sort of good return on it. Or, you know, invest it in something. But the first step is paying yourself first. And I feel like I lost almost a decade by paying myself what was left instead of literally just paying myself first. And when I started this and I got like religious about this, I mean, it was like, nope, I'm paying myself $100 first. I mean, $1,000 come in, whatever, I'm paying myself 10%. I'm pulling it out. Oh man, it got to the spot where it was starting to hurt and I knew I was doing it right. And then it just got easier and easier. $1,000 in 1 month, $1,500 in a month, $2,000 in a month. And then you start going, oh, you know, okay, now I'm starting to accumulate capital. What type of crap do I have laying around I could sell? Get on Facebook Marketplace, get on Craigslist, get it out of here. Now you start stacking. Now you've got to figure out, well, where do I invest? Well, investing, this is the best thing I learned, and I learned this recently. Investing, good investing, is about finding the intrinsic value of something, knowing that it's underpriced, and walking over and picking it up off the floor. So good investing is picking up money off the floor. Example of this, a clear example. Silver is currently $25 an ounce. I'm biased. I like silver. I'm a big fan of silver. It's used in a lot of different things. It's part of our future. It's part of our past. It's good in bad times. It's good in a technical renaissance. It's a needed asset. It's trading at 50%, under 50%, not 50%, of its all-time high from 1980. Like, it goes to $50 in 1980, and then it goes again to $50 in 2011, and it's trading at $25 right now. It's half off of its all-time high from 1980. Arguably, it's cheap. Could it go lower? I hope so. I would like to buy some. I have been buying some, and I'd like it to go even lower. Whoa, what if I could have bought when this? Now you're talking about market timing. That's a totally different game, and that's a game not a lot of people get right. So you've just got to go with the basic concept. Good investing is when you see opportunity and you walk over and you pick up money off the floor. That's it. When something's just unbelievably cheap and you go, oh, it's cheap. You don't want to chase things when they're expensive or they're in a frenzy or everyone's talking about it. You want to chase things, or you want to pursue things when they're not popular, when everyone's like, I don't know. Like one thing, I haven't made any positions yet, but I'm looking at coal. I've been watching the coal industry. All my buddies, that's an old industry. I like it. There's a lot of interesting things there. It's a totally different video. But my message to you today is pay yourself first, whatever number that is. When you get a paycheck, you get revenue, you got to pay you first. Personally, I have to move it to a different bank. So I move it to a different bank. And then from there, I move it into a crypto wallet. I move it into silver. I move it into gold. I buy maybe equities with it. I invest in companies. I buy whatever it is I'm buying. And I have a list of different things. And not too many things. Just the stuff that I can research and make good, wise decisions on. I'm not trying to buy 30 different items out here. I only got to get 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different things right and have a nice position to do well. I don't need to own 50 different things. It doesn't help me at all. So pay yourself first and buy what is cheap. And it doesn't have to be your traditional assets. When I was a kid, I found GoPeds that were half off from rich kids that trashed them. I put a new deck on them, put a new tire on them, wax them up, sell them for almost full price with some modifications on them. I just kept rinsing and repeating. It's just what I knew. I didn't need to buy stocks or anything like that. I just knew GoPeds. I knew go-karts, in and out. And that's what I would do. So pay yourself first. And then when you're accumulating the capital, and it's okay to accumulate capital and just sit on it. Like it's good to just sit on cash. Even though it's inflation and all that, just sit on cash. Because when good opportunities come, you got what they call dry powder, and you're ready to employ that capital. You're able to shoot that capital out. And like, all right, I'm gonna employ capital here. Put it to work on something I know is cheap. And now you're in a position of strength as far as holding it, because if that asset goes down, I'm gonna buy some more. If I think it's cheap. If it's gonna go down, I'll buy some more. But you're not panic selling because you're in a cash position, you're patient, you know that it's inexpensive, and you're building your position. The first step to all of that is you have to start paying yourself first. You have to pay yourself first.